Captain Estrella meets you at the city gates. I'll take you straight to the Chief Council. She'll be eager to examine what you've brought back. On your walk to the palace, you explain that while you didn't manage to secure all the relics, you assure her that they were all destroyed or lost. Save your excuses for the council. You were sent to bring them all back. The Chief Council takes your news like bitter medicine. Well, I guess this is what happens when we send mercenaries and yokels to do a proper job. Be gone now before I question your loyalties.
Every part of this tale is a part of your history, a part of the reasons that bring you here.
Yep. Our first Brimstone card. Yep. Oh, I do quite enjoy the Lord's Diadem and the Gambler's Jewel. Those, they're the first two items that actually influence the Lord's Diadem, I think, influences the Pendulum, and the Gambler's Jewel influences the Dice Gambit. Supplies have been added to. Don't actually... Oh, this is, yeah, unlocks for the Endless Adventures. Which, the Endless Adventures are actually kind of fun, I will admit. I haven't done many. But I may end up doing more. Endless Adventures is definitely a good way to try to build stuff up and get through some of the tokens.
Every game, even this game
actually,
you play, is a shadow of the great game. The game of life and death.
Oh my god, this one.
On that throne. I will teach you everything I can in this game, that you might have the strength to master the great game in time.
Okay.
My mind has been
honed by
constant meditation and focus. I am perfected as a shape for the world to flow through. This is why I was worthy of the game, and it is why Callus is not. He never will be, for he lacks the discipline.
Okay. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do one more, and then I might call it for today. Which I will be a little bit early, but I'm actually getting hungry, and by the time I actually get food and eat, it's going to be very close to the time where I'd want to stop anyway. So yeah, we'll do one more, and then I'll finish up for today. Which yeah, I think we'll do this one. This is actually where we get introduced to artifacts. Because yeah, we are still very much in... I wouldn't quite say the tutorial, but we're definitely on that side of things. And yeah, so yeah, the supplies were added too, so now we can start with the Brigand's Blades. Which all of these have a token, which I think basically just unlocks a better version. But I might be wrong in that regard. Same deal, looking for anything new. Oh, excuse me. Okay. The big thing is, yeah, Gambler's Jewel is in there. So yeah, once... I'm not putting the Deadly Forest in. I know how much of a bitch fucking getting through that Brimstone encounter is. So it can stay where the fuck it is for the moment. And yeah, our companion is locked because we're helping Oswin escape his murderous lover.
I labored upon this game, devoted to its mysteries, plundering its secrets, crafting it anew for every foe who faced me. If I have ever loved, it is the love of service to a greater ideal.
And that was how we fell in love. In retrospect, the potatoes had nothing to do with it. I merely wished to speak of their starchy beauty. 3 moons ago, you came into the company of Oswin, the potato farmer. He'd grabbed your arm and explained that his beloved wanted to send him to the final death, so that they could be together in eternity. His desperate eyes and the promise of his family's magical sword convinced you to accompany him. Now you walk the road to his village, where he claims that he will be safe from his dearest sweet potato. The farmer gnaws at a raw potato. Coin slave, could we visit my kin on the way to Nightshade Copse? Rumor has it he's made some kind of exploding ball. He scribbles a note on your map. The farmer crunches thoughtfully on a potato. We'll ask him. Ask him if visiting his uncle is necessary. No, but he tends to get quite crabby if I don't visit while I'm in the area. What will happen to his farm? Oh, my farm isn't here. It's in Nightshade Copse, where we're heading. I was merely visiting this city for the region's biannual Root Vegetables Festival. Continue on your journey. You wonder just how easy it will be to keep Oswin alive. It's difficult. It is difficult.
Goblins, they get in everywhere.
You arrive at an overturned cart propped up by a large log. Well, here we are, Oswin knocks on the top of the cart. Uncle, it's Oswin. A goblin, poorly disguised as a human, scurries out from behind the cart. You note no surprise on either Oswin nor the goblin's face. Oswin, my boy! Have you come to see my exploding doodads? And before anyone can agree or protest, the goblin pulls a lit bomb from his robe and flings it into the forest. The bomb explodes spectacularly against a boulder. You there, the goblin squints up at you. Watch out for monsters, this forest is simply rife with them. He taps his staff upon the ground and undead begin to crawl from a swirling portal. The goblin gives you a genial smile as he places a bomb in your hands. He pats Oswin on the arm, then jumps into the portal with a little whoop. The portal closes, leaving you surrounded by the walking dead, holding a bomb and with a potato farmer at your side. Oh, God. Returned. Raised from endless sleep to fight once more, these spirits can only be defeated by a bomb. Yeah, Q for artifact. Ow. Okay, so the controls for that are a little weird. You hit Q, don't need to hold it, and then it's WASD to move the target around. I'll take that. Oswin's uncle appears behind you without a sound, taking the curiously enchanted bomb from your hand and replacing it with a near identical one.
The flim-flam of holy men. Do with it as you will.
He then gives you both a forceful pinch on the cheek and disappears under the overturned cart. Oswin seems wholly unperturbed by the happenings. You continue on your journey.
Not the most
God damn it, Oswin.
companions, it would have to be said.
You wake one night to the sound of Oswin's muffled screams. The undead surround the potato farmer. They appear to be attempting a kidnapping, but are doing a shambolic job of it. One skeleton is shoving a cloth in Oswin's mouth, while another swings a sword wildly. Oh no. Oh no. I lost track. No! In the hubbub, someone loops a bag over your head, tying it tight. You struggle for a while before passing out. When you come to, Oswin and his skeletal kidnappers are gone. Oswin. He's the worst. The utter worst. Oswin's time is limited.
Here we begin to see the potential of cards based around fame. If you can force them from your deck and into your hands, you can begin to exploit their power.
Yeah. So yeah, as it says here, if you come across the Elder's Gift, it forces a piece of platinum equipment from the deck into your hand. Of course, I don't have any, but it also gives you fame. So yeah, it forces a platinum equipment into your hand and then most likely give you the fame to use it.
Between you and your quest.
You find Oswin being dragged towards an open tomb by a cadre of skeletons. Let's go. Let's fucking deal with this nonsense. Yep. Brigand's Blades. A sharp knife quickly applied under cover of night has long been the tool of footpads and criminals. You rummage through the bones for anything of use.
So much magic comes down to simple needs in the end, don't you find?
Oswin pokes a pile of bones. It's quite nice that she'd send all this to get me back. He looks quite pleased for a moment, before remembering that skeletons were trying to kill him. You keep a close eye on the potato farmer. Surely you think he won't get kidnapped again. I wish. I wish. Okay, so as per normal, we'll come in here and check the equipment, just because it gets rid of that new. And so yeah, that right there is the Gambler's Jewel. And so what it does is at the end of Dice Gambits, it just adds a +2. That's it. But of course, so it reduces the difficulty of anything by 2, so the DC just goes down. So yeah, I would say it's exceptionally valuable if you're doing anything involving...
Through more than a few hands, every gambler loses eventually, even when the deck is stacked in their favor.
Yeah, if you have Dice Gambits in general, it's very, very useful.
Story, especially a tale spent in the company of allies and boon companions.
As night draws in, you return to the Rusty Razor. The proprietor greets you warmly. What can I provide to the savior of the Rusty Razor? Heal, buy a meal, or rest. What do you require? Discuss the latest rumors. The innkeeper tells you that the recent cheese festival has kept the inn busy and his coffers full. Leave. Neat.
Food is ever the driving force behind success.
You arrive at a village during their market fair. Enter the fair. Vegetables spill from baskets and the air has a cozy smell of fresh-baked bread and butter. Oswin immediately wanders off. God damn it, Oswin. Okay, so I can't do that. Let's go find Oswin. You spot Oswin trading a fistful of gold for a meager sack of vegetables. The stall owners are very clearly bandits. They chuckle and count the coins, not believing their luck. Oswin tries to jam a potato in a sack already full to bursting. He looks up and gives you a little wave. You worry about the road ahead. Oswin.
Friends will get you in trouble. There is a reason I prefer to travel alone, yet here we are, making this journey together.
So yeah, Armor of Gluttony is also quite good, because yeah, gain +2 or +1 food in Endless after every encounter in which you receive a gain card. So yeah, that one's pretty big. With the Lord's Diadem, you'll notice Slow Swing reduces the speed of precision gambits, which can be quite useful. And then yeah, nothing overly special with the Ruby Ring. Let's keep going. Fucking Oswin! Jesus! You awake one morning to find Oswin completely vanished. Oswin's time is limited.
Nobility
Palace Armory.
continues to reward itself, and the rich become yet more wealthy.
The Palace Armory is holding a special promotion for the nobility. The guard blocks your entrance. Peasants are forbidden from entering the Palace Armory. Turn away or be sent to the dungeons. You require 16 fame. Exploding doodads. You run into Oswin's goblin uncle. He beckons you over to a tree stump. As you approach, he places 2 items side by side on the stump. One will make your enemies your friends, the other is poison. What shall you drink? Quickly, quickly, choose! There is a bomb and a bottle marked poison. Pick the bottle. The goblin nods gleefully as you unstopper the bottle and down the thick liquid. It tastes of butterloaf and sweet berries. You don't feel any different. Just as you go to laugh at the absurdity of it all, the goblin smacks hard on your hand with his staff, breaking your fingers. Satisfied with the proceedings, the old goblin gives you a little wave and climbs up a nearby tree. The bomb still lies on the stump. You pocket it and look up to see skeletons emerging from the thicket.
Many are traitors in their hearts.
Oh, God.
Men, you know betrayal.
Okay. This one I'm probably going to fight normally, rather than just throwing a bomb at it, because I probably do need to save that for later fights. Especially since I'm more than likely going to be starving. Okay, so yeah, essentially they have a chance to come back, is what goes on there. Think the Necrons in fucking Warhammer. In most of the games where they have the chance of when they die they come back, that's essentially it. Fucking Necron. I know. You continue your journey, wondering how you'll next encounter Oswin's goblin uncle.
Love was always
Fucking Oswin.
difficult. This seems more trouble than you might expect, however.
You find Oswin surrounded by bandits, swinging his pitchfork wildly and threatening to use their tailbones to till the farm. What the fuck? We don't have words for Oswin. Ow. Oh, damn it. Ow. Oh, fucking... I'm taking way more damage than I normally do. Fuck, I thought he was dead. There we go. Oh no, me taking damage is not particularly good here. You search the bodies for anything of use. Please give me food. Ah, yes, discard to give me food. And food, thank you. Even more food, thank you. You keep a close eye on the potato farmer. Surely you think he won't get kidnapped again. Ba, ba, ba. I'm just going to continue here, because this one, you do kind of want to try to get through semi-fast. Oswin disappears briefly and returns with a potato pasty. You watch him take a bite with gusto. Oi! A growl echoes across the inn. A hulking northerner grabs your companion by the arm. That was my pastry, little man. The potato farmer looks up at his furious assailant and then down to the crisp, warm pastry. To your exasperation, he appears to be considering eating it anyway. Try to calm the northerner down. Oh no. Oh no. Let's just go for that. I'm not going for the fucking...
You have done well.
Not going for the other one. With some effort, you pry the half-eaten pastry from Oswin's grift and make him promise to buy the northerner another. You rest a while before continuing on your journey.
Use the
Fucking
empire
Oswin,
to
man.
provide the fodder for your own challenges. I understand.
You visit your contact in the Imperial Armory. You must be planning for trouble if you've come to me for help, he says with a knowing grin. Tell me, who are you hunting? I'll see what I can find in the vault of contraband items. Thieves. You tell him you are hunting thieves. They're a problem to be sure, but they're hardly the biggest issue in these parts. Billy clubs. I could get in a lot of trouble if anyone finds out I took this from the vault. I'll have it sent to you while I can. When I can, rather. Yeah, so if you pay for it, you get it immediately. If not, it moves it to the top of your deck, and the next time you draw an equipment, it will pull that one.
Wealth through exploration. We have many lands to discover, you and I. If you cannot make use of this, I will question your skills.
Traveling cartographer, in the process of making the first full map of the Empire, wishes to pay you gold for information on areas you have seen in your recent travels. I need not know every stream or stone that lies from here to the capital. I'm sure whatever knowledge you can provide will be of some worth. So yeah, this gives you gold based on how many of the encounters you've uncovered. I could return later, but as I've said, it is going to be tight on food. So I'll just accept what I can and keep going, which actually I'll discard that for food. You spend several hours in his company until he is satisfied that you have nothing else useful to add. I think the token for that one is... Pretty sure the token for that one is if you have, like, everywhere, or above a certain amount. Yet more skeletons are attempting to kidnap Oswin. That one. Oh, thank fuck. You quickly rise to your feet and draw your weapon. Because yeah, Oswin is your big drain on resources here. So him not being kidnapped is fucking big. Okay, there we go. You rummage through the bones for anything of use. Ooh. I mean, not a bad one. Food is always nice. More fame. Okay, continue on. General store, I don't actually have anything to buy. I can look at the equipment though. Okay, nothing. So yeah, let's keep going.
You strike me as
Oh no, not this one. Oh no.
the benefit of others. Yet, perhaps you'd rather have someone else sacrifice
Oh no.
themselves for you.
You hear shouting up ahead. As you make your way down the cobbled street, you see lights flickering on the road in front of you. As you approach, you see a building, flames and smoke billowing out of its upper room windows. A crowd has formed outside, passing buckets of water between one another to temper the blaze. As you push your way through the crowd, you see a woman frantically pleading to the villagers, "Please help, my family is in there. Anyone, please help." Brave the fire. The one I'm here, the one I'm looking for here is actually the toil. So there's two on that, there's two that are next to each other and one on its own. I'm actually wanting the one on its own. Too far. Oh. It's easier to get the other one. The smoke is too thick and you find yourself disorientated. Eyes burning, you fumble your way back out of the building to catch your breath. The woman sees you emerge empty-handed and she lets out a cry. My husband, did you see my husband? He's still in there. Please, please help. Decline. Despite your most noble intentions, the woman's family fall victim to the fire. While the villagers are grateful, the mood is undeniably somber as the building collapses. With regret that you could not do more, you continue on your journey. That one's fucking tough. Honestly, to do that one, I nearly always cheese it with a platinum equipment you can get later on. You wake one night to the sound of Oswin's muffled screams. Whatever. Oh, my fucking Oswin. Fucking Oswin. Nope. God damn it. Oswin, you fucking bitch. Oswin's time is limited. Okay, I should have gone up.
Getting himself in trouble, it seems.
Yeah, so Gambler's Jewel coming in handy there. As you place a potato in Oswin's mouth, his jaw snaps shut. You remove your fingers just in time. Barely acknowledging you, Oswin begins to frantically search the area. With a cry of relief, he leaps behind a tree. You help the wary farmer to his feet. You keep a close eye on the potato farmer. Oh yeah, just all shit about him not getting kidnapped. He's gonna get kidnapped. Suddenly, a tree falls across your path, blocking the way ahead. Weapons bristle from the trees around you, their wielders' faces obscured by the undergrowth. Give us all your gold or die. I mean, I can give them all my gold. There you go. That's not enough. How do you expect our families to eat tonight? You're holding out on us. I literally have no gold, my friend. You need to work on your demands. I could have given you food. I would have refused and murdered you, but still. So, Silencer. Cut your throat or cut your purse. It makes no mind to them. Don't actually really remember the oh, okay, now I remember the silences. Ow. You mind? Wrong button. I hit middle mouse and I meant to hit left shift. If only those buttons weren't so close together. Ah, okay. Yeah. I took a lot of damage in there. As I said, the early game enemies are very, very easy. Let them go free, I don't care. Leave, now! Oh no, you run into Oswin's goblin uncle. He beckons you over to a tree stump. The goblin reaches out a wrinkled hound, an artifact if you will. Give him one of your artifacts. Holy Purification, there you go, buddy. He bashes the artifact a few times with his staff, then shakes it vigorously by his ear as if listening for anything amiss. The artifact makes a worrying, rattling sound as he does it. Then, without warning, the old goblin flings the artifact back at you, smacking into your shoulder. He fully recharged it by beating the shit out of it. Goodbye, dear one, the old goblin says, bowing deeply. He sits back down on the nearest tree stump and proceeds to pointedly ignore you.
The final reunion. How fitting and how sweet.
With a shout of relief, Oswin announces that Nightshade Copse is just over the hill. The village looks abandoned. The sky darkens. In the town square stands a beautiful woman, her skin grey and mottled. You feel a sudden chill in the air. The woman's voice grates and hisses as if long unused. Dearest Oswin, you have come for me. Entranced, the potato farmer takes a step. You grab his shoulder, breaking the spell. The woman squints in your direction. Oswin, who is this? Your companion looks to you, still in a daze. You notice that somehow he is still clutching a potato. Oswin grips the potato in both hands. He looks back to his lover in defiance. This is my friend. A heartbroken screech wrenches from the woman and she doubles over in pain. Horrified, you watch as her face twists and hollows and her limbs lengthen, until before you stands a shade, swirling with fury. The ghostly figure lifts her arms and she begins to raise into the air. Oswin's lover is a wraith? Wraiths can drain health with an unavoidable spell. Attack them quickly to stop the effect. There we go. Oswin kneels over the body of the wraith and begins to weep. As a soft rain falls on the village square, you quietly leave the man to his grief.
A tale of love concludes with death, as they ever do.
Some more encounters. Some more items, as well as our first trinkets.
Here the hermit hides, and with him the secrets that underpin your history. We will explore them together.
Okay. As I said, I think that'll be me for the moment, because I do want to get something to eat. And, yeah. By that time, we'll be getting close to the time I normally finish anyway. So,